why humanities in general is essential.
Having an understanding of humanities subjects and understanding the history of events, looking at the geography and geopolitics of things, understanding how the world works in terms of economics and commerce, and then understanding why people make certain choices and decisions, the psychology and sociology. Having that understanding, that depth of understanding about people, helps you to understand the world in a much better way.
I think it's a really good subject because there's a lot of critical thinking.
What made you choose economics as your field of study?
I think economics is a very interesting subject. There are lots of models and theories to help us understand the human nature in understanding their rational behavior. However, with the understanding for behavior economics, it helps us to spot the flaws in the traditional theories. So I think it is very helpful for us to understand the world.
And you can draw so many conclusions and analyze it from so many different angles. And that's something we can see also from the policy makers out there that write different type of policy, and then kind of the economy reacts. And it's almost like always there's a speculation to it. And I think that speculation is very interesting to teach, but also more interesting to hear the views of students and how they interpret that theory.
What do you think economic helps to shape the way you think or see the world?
I don't see countries or individuals as separate anymore. So we are interconnected, and then we get the technologies, and then we get the expertise, from all over the world. And so I think economics really allows me to see things in a more holistic and interconnected way, and we don't see ourselves as isolated islands anymore.
Hello guys, and our project in Humanities Week is to introduce the Chinese railway workers in America. At that time in 19th centuries, a lot of Chinese laborers are forced to go to America in order to survive. They were hired by the American railway companies to help them to build one of the greatest industries in America called the transcontinental railways. After building up these railways in Chinese laborers actually were discarded by the societies because they are facing some systematic discrimination due to the economic conditions in American societies. Our group's purpose is to let more people to know about the period of history.
What do you think history shaped your perception of the world?
So I think that when you're young, and I was your age, I had a kind of very ideological position. I saw things as right or wrong, and a very surface level view of the world. And I think the older I get, the more I read about history, the more you understand that actually the way things are is based on what's come before. And you can't understand the world that you live in, or the place that you're living in, living in somewhere like Shenzhen and China, without understanding the historical process that's brought you to that position.
Hey guys, we're the president and vice president of the Earth Rangers Club. I'm Grace Yuan.
I'm Ashley Yu.
Our project is elevation in different regions of the world.
Well, we prepared some souvenir here. Here's some budgets. And here's some little sticker about geology. And we also have a photo shooting spot.
The next main part of our project is a world map, interactive one. Students can use the pin line here to indicate the new formations in the future of the land and all possible continents.
So our next part of our exhibition is about 3 case studies from low latitude area to high latitude area. We made some mind map and timeline.
Our third part is also an interactive session. The first one is the rocks from Guizhou, and the other part is the 3 different models right here indicating the changes in the Earth's crust and mantle in both lands and continents.
Why do you think geography is important?
It had a nice mix for me of science, economics, studying people. It all came together quite nicely. I did enjoy science as well. I enjoyed other subjects in school, but geography for me just brought it all together, and I can see how things just fitted together. And it also helped me understand at that age how the world worked.
I found that human geography isn't just blabbering new stuff which you haven't thought about with no evidence, or just memorizing the books. I found that it is a way, a tunnel through the perspectives of how people interact and the thoughts behind people's mind. So to spread my discoveries and my general curiosity with the school and the world, I've created an online quiz with just 20 multiple choice questions. Plus, if you get in the top 3 people, you'll receive a fruitful prize handpicked by me. I believe it's very, very worthy to attend this fun and thrilling quiz each day.
Like, what made you into humanities in the first hand?
So yeah, it was kind of like at school, I really loved history and economics. And I kind of wanted to have a subject where I could continue that sort of love at university. And I was originally going to study sociology pure, but when I went to the university, they told me about social policy, which looks more like global issues and welfare states, and that subject I kind of fell in love with more.
Before the end of this video, I want to address why social sciences and humanities are so intriguing. I believe many of you who choose one of these subjects know that essay always involve a paragraph that starts with "it depends on." And this kind of evaluation is what makes them so fascinating. Because there are few things that are purely black and white. There are always gray areas that are debatable, depending on your standpoint, and there's never a definite right or wrong. Each of these subjects addresses the complexity of the world. Things are intricate, and one thing depends on another. And together, this complexity builds a giant net of interconnected social sciences and humanities. Thank you for watching.